y'all, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to 2020 and my monthly hits of December 2019. Obviously, it's a new month, it's a new chance for me to tell y'all what I've been loving, what I've been not so much loving, and all that jazz. I feel like these next couple of months are gonna be super interesting because, like y'all know, I keep saying y'all are so tired of here. You're all gonna be like,
if she says low-buy one more time,
y'all are gonna come right through that screen and kill me. But I think it's gonna be interesting because there's gonna be like a lot of stuff, obviously, that I'm going to just be continuously using. You know, obviously there's going to be things that like I like reuse and I'm like, yeah, maybe this wasn't as good, but we're going to be delving, I feel like, into some like old classics in 2020 for monthly hits and misses, so stay tuned for that. Today, like always, we're going to start off with some music that has been playing non-stop in your girls wherever it is I am. The first song being actually it's an in-concert song of Nightwish's Ever Dream. Now, Nightwish is one of my absolute favorite symphonic gothic metal bands. They have had 3 female singers. This song was originally, it was done and composed and all that jazz with the original singer Tarte, and then this in-concert incarnation is actually performed by their most recent lead vocalist, Floor Jansen. And let me tell you, there are very few songs, honestly very few bands that can recreate their studio sound in concert, and there are even less songs that I love even more in concert. It is hard to blow away the original, but like this, it's just so powerful, so well done. It's honestly the version I listen to the most now, and it's just so beautiful and stirring and riveting. I will leave that one down there. I will also leave the original for you to listen to, so maybe you can do a compare and contrast and then let me know down below which version you prefer. Then, because it is Christmas time, y'all know spooky time is my favorite holiday, but I do occasionally get into the Christmas spirit, and one way by doing that is I listen to a band called Siberian Orchestra, which basically, I mean, it's the best mixture of classic traditional Christmas music and heavy metal. So if you're into both of those, 2 of the songs that I've been listening to is their version of What Child Is This, which is my favorite version of What Child Is This. It's just so powerful and emotional and so well done. And then an original composition from the same album, not Lost Christmas Eve, or is it Lost Christmas Eve? I can't remember. I will leave it down below and I will include links because I think I forgot that last time. But both of these songs, I've been listening to them while I clean, while I do whatever, while I do my makeup. I actually listened to a whole bunch of Trans-Siberian Orchestra while I was doing this beat today. I just think they're the perfect mishmash of like I said, like Christmas, but without being like, oh, Frosty the Snowman. Which no t-shirt, no shade if you like Frosty the Snowman. I just prefer something with a bit more, something a bit more dramatic. All right, now let's get into what you all came here for. We've got a lot of goods. Let's just start with my favorite thing. I think I really recently hauled this, but y'all, this is the Viseart Grand Pro Volume 3. This was expensive. This was really expensive. But ever since purchasing it, I have not gone back. It is just matte, colorful perfection. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this palette except for the fact that I've liked it to have been a little bit bigger. But these greens, these blues, there is not a shade in here that I do not absolutely love, which maybe this one because that's the closest thing to like a boring throwaway setting shade. But if you have been thinking about picking this up, I hate saying this because it's expensive. It is expensive. But believe me when I tell you, I have not had a bad experience using this at all. I'm using this shade right here and a little bit right there. I just love this thing so much. From the lightest shade to the deepest shade, they are smooth, pigmented, blendable. Like, this is not a beginner price point, but these are like some of the best mattes to work with. I would say they'd be good for a beginner because they just blend so beautifully. They are pretty much perfection. At this point in time in my life right now, as filming this is my favorite matte formula. I love this, and I hope they come out with more super wonderful, colorful versions of this with this all matte. It's just, it gets me in so many kinds of ways. Then a palette that kind of got me, kind of didn't get me. This is also ridiculously pricey, but I feel like when you're looking at the Viseart priciness and you're looking at this priciness, the Viseart is worth it, and this is kind of This is the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. This thing is $67, which I honestly don't understand the like $2 price jack up, other than the fact that it's like now in this hard plastic, other than the cardboard that our other ones are in. But it's not necessarily the formula that makes it all kinds of amazing and worth that price jump. I mean, looking at it, you know that the colors aren't anything hugely fantastic and revolutionary. You've got this really pretty purple, this really pretty here, these like beautiful like duochromy whatever's going on. Those are absolutely stunning. This cosmic shade right here, so beautiful. But y'all know how I am. Mattes make up the backbone of a palette. And these mattes are okay. I love Frazzled. That's not a matte, but I love this one because it's like a neutrally shimmer, but it's got like flecks of greeny green in it, and y'all know I absolutely love that. Probably my least favorite one is Nebula, mostly because it kind of performs like a pressed glitter, but this was like, it's not awful, but it's like not bad. I feel like it's like creating the same look over and over again, but with a different shimmer. Like, yeah, it's got the really pretty shimmers, but like I said, you're kind of doing the same thing over and over again and just changing it up with the shimmers. And I'm like, if you're gonna do that, you should have just made it all fantastic, crazy shimmer palette. It's just, it's okay. It's not my favorite. It's not my, you know, my least favorite. It's just kind of okay. Then some more practical things. This, y'all did not steer me wrong. This is the Jack Black Intense Therapy Lip Balm. Y'all know your girl had been trying to find things out to fix this situation, or at least make it better. And this is so great. I'm already like probably halfway through this, and I'm gonna need to buy another one because it's so good. I put it on at night and I wake up and I don't feel like my lips are dead and drying and falling off of my face. Like, they feel healthy. They feel like normal, non-awful dry lips. I don't need to do a lot of reapplying with this. They're just really nice and smooth, and just they're really, it's just nice. It's like, you know, like you try, I bought the Bite Beauty Agave whateverness, and that was expensive, and that one didn't like do it for me, and this was less expensive, but I was still kind of like, I don't know if it's gonna work. I kind of had my lip balm faith shaken a little bit, so when this worked, I was like, oh wow. I even had my friend use it, and he's got really, really dry lips. He's like, it feels amazing, which it does. Definitely worth the like $8 for this. Oh my goodness, so good. It's got the SPF 25. It's just so happy. Then I'm not sure if I've hauled these yet or not. Pretty sure this was in my Marshalls haul, and I don't know if that's going to be up yet or not. But these are from a set of brushes from Moda. I found mine at Walmart, and let me tell you, your girl doesn't usually find new favorites in the tool department because I don't buy a lot of new tools. I love new skincare, I love doing makeup, but when it comes to the application, I tend to be a one-trick pony. But this here is the Moda Brow / Groomer. So it's got this, which I don't use, but it has this beautiful, like, it's what I did my eyebrows today with, and it's just, I love this. I love this. And one thing I really really love about, now this is gonna be a stupid, silly thing. Y'all know I love that Morphe Jeffree Star eyebrow brush whateverness, but those bristles, they get stained like nobody's business, and that's a pet peeve of mine. I hate it. And these, they don't stain at all. Not when I use liquid lipstick, not when I use my brow pomade, not when I use eyeshadow or whatever. It's just a perfect, beautiful, precise application of non-stainingness, which also makes this a breeze to clean. Then this one, totally random. This one I figured I was gonna use for like under eye going on right there, maybe even all up in here. But on a whim, one time I was doing my eyes and I was like, well, let me use this to put shimmer on my whatever's right here. Absolute favorite brush to apply shimmer with. Like you'd think you're like, oh, it's gonna be too big, but it just picks it up so nicely and you just pat it and it's just absolute perfection in that department for my eyelid. And it just, you know, you buff it out and it just looks so good. Like shimmer on the inner bit, I always have a little bit of struggle. But with this, it just, I don't know what it is, whether it's the synthetic brush or whatever, but this is the SM shader and I use it for shade and I use it for packing on that shimmer all up right in there, and I absolutely love it. Kind of another definitely very much random hit. I actually got this in one of my FabFitFun boxes. These are the Wander Beauty Baggage Claim Gold Eye Masks. Now, your girl, for as high maintenance as I am in the skincare department, I don't do a lot of masking for some reason. But my eyes were feeling a little extra tired. It was the end of the week. I'd been wearing makeup every day of the week, and I was just like, we need to do a little something. And these were so nice. Like, I feel like with a lot of these, like, put on and peel off, it's kind of like it's like an Instagram thing, you know. It's not based a lot in like how good the product is, but believe me when I tell you, after I removed these, the darkness was diminished. They just looked brighter and more hydrated. I took them off and I was like, oh, you actually gonna be doing something to my face. And so this was just kind of like a really random, well, I have you, I might as well use you. And now, depending on the price point, when I run out of these, I have like 2 left, I will definitely want to repurchase these because it was just such a nice and obvious kind of like skincare benefit. I'm not sure about using it in the long run because I don't use them every night or every day. So I'm not sure if they have any like, you know, long run after a couple of months sort of benefits, but for a nice little pick-me-up in the evening, this was great. Then something skincare that y'all know, my favorite end-all be-all face serum is the IOPE Hyaluronic with white birch juice whatever serum. It's a Korean skincare brand. I love it. It did a world of difference to my face. Well, I ran out of it, and so I was like, okay, let me try the Tarte Mermaid Skin Hyaluronic H2O serum. And I'm not saying that this isn't good. I'm not saying that it doesn't do something for my skin, but I really don't think it's doing the same level of good that other stuff was doing. Like, it hydrates and stuff like that, but I don't feel like, because with that other one, I put it all up in here and here and a lot of my trouble spots. I don't find that it's helping with my texture, that it's helping with my lines. It's okay hydration, but while using this, I have woken up and had this part be here a little bit flaky, which 9 times out of 10 I did not experience with the other serum. And so I'm gonna use this for a little bit while longer, but for now it's just, like I said, compared to the other one, and I would rather return this and take the money from this to get the other one. They're about in the same price point, because this one, it's okay, but it's not making me like, yes, my skin is an oasis of smooth hydration like I was with the other one. So this one is kind of like a but it isn't like, yes, this is just as good. I'm gonna use this up. I don't want to use it up because it's not giving me the same plumping, amazing, fine line reducing, texture reducing experience that the other one does. Then if we're gonna talk about not having a fine line texture reducing experience, this is in the box, cause it's gonna go back. Y'all would have seen in my first impressions and also on Snapchat, I tried this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. Stays all day and all night. I do not doubt that. And I put it on and it's definitely a full beat. It is a more intense all over foundation rather than kind of the more softer, subtle, not as shellacky, spackly. Now it wasn't awful. It wasn't like the Juvia's Place foundation or the Tarte Hydrating foundation, you know, but compared to other foundations that I use and love, after putting this on, it looks smooth and just like whoosh. But then going back and looking at my complexion, it had become cracked and just really just not a cute look on my non 16-year-old skin. I mean, if you're looking for a fuller coverage, whatever, I mean, like I said, it wasn't awful, but it just wasn't for the price point compared to other foundations that I own. There's just no point in keeping anything that I don't absolutely love. And even for like a fuller coverage situation, it just wasn't doing my complexion any kind of favors. So yeah, this is one that is definitely going back. I haven't made a decision on the other two Charlotte Tilbury products I've gotten yet, but this one it just wasn't for me. Then something definitely for me are the Ta Monochromatic Moment blushes. When I purchased these, the last thing I needed was a new blush. But am I happy I have these? Yes. Yes, I am. I've actually got She's Passionate on my cheekies today. These are so great. If you are someone who likes a very healthy, natural, diffused, and flattering blush, this is great. If you're looking for something heckin' pigmented that's gonna give you like stage makeup, no. This took me not like an overextended period of time to like build up, but it's not going to be like Laura Geller, Urban Decay, Kat Von D, a myriad of other blushes out there. These are more akin to a Tarte blush where they're more densely packed and you got to do a little digging to get that. But the result you get is so nice. They're just the perfect go with everything. I mean, these 4 colors have basically become, these are like the 4 horsemen of the blush apocalypse go with everything. Basically take the universality of Tarte's Exposed and put it into 3 different tones. These are gonna be the 4 blushes that you'll ever need, because just something about the way that they apply to the skin just makes them look good with absolutely everything. Doesn't matter the look, doesn't matter the wig, doesn't matter, you know, absolutely anything. They just conform to your face. I will say I'm not sure how deep melanin friendly these are, because they do take a lot to build up, and some of them, you know, you're building up on the pastiness, so I'm not sure how they're gonna work on someone of the deeper melanin, but I think these are an absolutely fantastic formula, and if he comes out with more colors, I would be very tempted to purchase them. All right, let's talk a handbag. I'm pretty sure I haven't hauled this yet when this comes up, because I've got a bunch of like really delayed fashion style hauls, because as you will hear in those, Tennessee, Virginia, back and forth, you know, everything's all in one roof now, but it couldn't all be in one video because we would be here for 2 hours. But this is the Killstar Darklands tartan handbag. I wanted this when it first dropped, and I ordered it, and I received my confirmation. Then I received a whoopsies, and at the time I was like, it better not be that handbag. And it was the handbag, and I was like, and then I went to get it, and it was completely off the site. And it was on sale this time around. I love this. This is one of the Killstar items that I would say is worth the money. Not all of their stuff really is. It's this beautiful, like, stretchy, the plaid is like kind of stretchy. It's got the actual pockets going on in here. Got pockets here, you got a big old pocket back here. You open it up, it's nice and roomy. I mean, this has just been an absolute perfect, like, everyday, but a little bit fancier bag. You can carry it like this. It also comes with a strap that you can hook onto here. I like carrying it like this. It is all kinds of wonderful plaid moon whateverness. It's also got a faux leather panel down here with these studs, which is nice because I feel like if this were touching the ground, it would have a tendency to pill, but this is just so nice. I love it, and I'm super happy that I have it, and I'm kind of tempted to get the backpack, though I know for a fact I don't need it. All right, all y'all, there was my December hits and misses. I am super excited to be going into 2020. I've got all different kinds of friggity fracking content coming y'all's way, so if you're new, buckle your seats in, it's gonna get real. Obviously, let me know what you feel about the products down below. If there's a way I could use them to make it better, definitely let me know. If you love it, you hate it. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and as always, keep it real. Mwah.